not just another opening night at Alex Box Stadium. Yeah, they were lining the fields, the bases were in place, looked normal enough, but this one had a special meaning, especially for LSU head coach Paul Mainieri. You see, Mike Kazlausky was in the house. In the program, he was listed as the head coach of Air Force baseball. But to Mainieri, that's just the start of it.
Wow, this is one of my favorite people in my entire coaching career. Not only did he play for me for 3 years, he coached with me for 2 years out at the academy. And he's the perfect coach for the Air Force Academy because nobody loves that school or that baseball program more than he does.
Well, it's definitely bittersweet because of the fact our love for each other and a tight friendship. And you know what? When the game begins, we're two coaches just going to watch our guys play. And no matter what happens at the end of the game, we're going to come over there and shake each other's hands. I'll probably give him a hug and, you know, wish him well. And there's nothing more that I can say to that coach doesn't know how much I truly appreciate everything that he's done for me because without him as a tremendous role model and mentor, I would never be in this position. So I owe everything to him.
Strong words that Mainieri tried to downplay, but Kazlausky offered up more of an explanation as to why he felt so strongly about his former mentor.
Being a great family man that he is, with the morals and great values that he has, and he passes on to all of his athletes, I'm just one of his. And to me, I love him dearly, and he'll always be basically my coach.
LSU Nation first became aware of Kazlausky back on Media Day.
We start off at the United States Air Force Academy where I had coached for 6 years.
When Mainieri actively called upon fans to give Kazlausky a hero's welcome to the box, much like they did last season on opening day for Wake Forest coach Tom Walter, who gave up a kidney to one of his players in need of a transplant. Why should fans tonight cheer for your opponent?
Well, because he could have given a lot more than a kidney. You know, he was in harm's way many, many times when he was out there fighting for us. You know, we get to enjoy the things that we get to enjoy, like playing baseball at Alex Box Stadium, because of people like him that are willing to sacrifice, that have the courage and have the concept of service to country that he and many of our other men and women in uniform have.
My first initial call was back to my unit after 9/11, tried to get back in the fight. I didn't like the idea that I was training students. I wanted to be personally involved. And you know, the people don't truly understand is that with the Twin Towers and the Pentagon and the plane going down is that as a nation, we've lost over 10,000 of our military in support of the global war on terror. And it's a tremendous honor and privilege for me to be at the Air Force Academy because these young men here are truly putting their right hand up in the air saying, I'm willing to give my life in the defense of our country, and there's no higher calling.
Having both played and coached under Paul Mainieri, Mike Kazlausky learned all about the competitive nature of the game. But it was his days as a fighter pilot, defending our country's freedom, that gave him the true ability to put all of this into perspective.
Tonight, this is a baseball game. It's a baseball game. This is not a war between LSU or Air Force. This is just a game. That's all it is. And after 9 innings, we're going to come back tomorrow and play again. So it's not, to me, is it a big deal? Of course. You know, I love playing the game. I want our kids to learn about stress, adversity, and pressure and be the best that they can possibly become. And more importantly for them, to go lead our country. Plain and simple. But to me, it's just a darn game, guys.
Nobody played with more passion than he. And so anything he does, whether it be playing baseball, coaching baseball, or fighting in a war, he's going to do it to the best of his ability. And I just love being around people that have passion for what they're doing.